Hello, Crestview. I'm Julia Redner.
And I'm Sav Underwood.
Welcome back to school after fall break.
We have been working hard this week to get you a great show. Now let's get on to the announcements.
Homework Help and Power Club will meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays after school until 4:45 at the YMCA.
Don't forget to buy a yearbook. It's $23, and after December 31st, it will be $25.
Finding Answers Club is every Friday at 7 a.m. Girls will meet in Miss Barnum's room, B45, and boys will meet in Mr. Gross's room, B11.
Euchre Club will meet on Mondays from 2:45 to 4 o'clock. If you have any questions, see Mrs. Kreider or Mr. Eckert.
Next student council meeting is Thursday, November 7th at 7 a.m. in Miss Norwood's room, B49.
Also, the Halloween dance is tonight. Please remember no book bags, MacBooks, or phones.
For Academic Super Bowl, keep an eye out for further news later.
Veterans Day is Friday, November 9th.
Monday's lunch is round chicken nugget. Monday's lunch is chicken nuggets, Italian salad, baby carrots, and pears.
Tuesday's lunch will be mac and cheese with a drumstick or grilled ham and cheese, green beans, ranch salad, and an apple half.
Wednesday's lunch will be personal pizza, carrots, cucumbers, and peaches.
Thursday's lunch will be mashed potato bowl, mashed potatoes, corn, and banana.
Friday's lunch will be nachos or lasagna, refried beans or ranch salad, applesauce, and a cookie.
Now a special interview with Colin Jolis and Mr. Wilson.
Good morning, Crestview. I'm Colin Jolis here with Mr. Wilson, our athletic director and our assistant principal. Mr. Wilson, I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
So what does a normal day look like for you?
Normal day. I arrive at school at a little bit before 7. Start checking emails. Maybe have a parent phone call 1 or 2 in the morning. Throughout my day, I'm doing hall duty a lot. I deal with most of the discipline that comes through the school. So if there's referrals and things like that, or bus referrals, I end up dealing with those. You always see me in the cafeteria. I do lunch supervision for an hour and a half during the day. Sometimes I mediate different situations from boys, girls, things like that throughout the day. The athletic side also keeps me busy. I usually am looking for and meeting with our athletic secretary, Bobby, or Joni, and seeing where we're at financially with athletics every day or every couple days. I start preparing for whatever events we have that evening, whether I need to start getting hot dogs and things like that going, making certain concessions are full. If I need to order those types of things. And then after school activities, I'm at almost every one of those types of things. Make sure refs are here, make sure everything goes off well, all the teams arrive, they're comfortable. Once the event's usually over with, 7:30, 8 o'clock, bring the money back in, count the money, do some cleanup things, and then I can get out of here about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay. So what are some of your main responsibilities as our assistant principal?
Assistant principal. I have a real vague job description. There's a lot of parts and pieces to it. Discipline is probably the biggest thing I do. That would be in school, any bus referrals that come my way also. Other things that I'm in charge of, let's see. Keys, all the athletics, hiring of coaches, checking on. I'm also in charge of attendance to make sure that's going well for students, and if there are attendance issues. I meet with probation if we have students that are on probation outside of school. Lunch supervision, a lot of different other types of supervision, after school activity supervision. MacBook issues, those come to me also. I'm sure there's a few more that are escaping me right now.
Okay. And since you are also our athletic director, we are wondering, how do you make our events run so smoothly?
Okay. I have a lot of good people that help me behind the scenes. Our events are typically picked the year before on who we're going to be playing and when those are scheduled, so I get those scheduled. Then Bobby, my secretary, works hard to find referees for those events. Once we get those, we get contracts, we get checks ready, and Joni does a tremendous job of helping me out there by getting the money ready for our events. Coaches I hire, I'm pretty lucky. I've got a lot of good coaches that work for me, so they help the events go well. On top of that, I have a very good staff that signs up to work events, whether it be concessions, line judges, let's see, the chain gang this year. A shout out to the 3 girls that did a great job with that this year. Books, scoreboards, all of that. So I manage a lot of pieces and a lot of people that do a very good job with it. So that helps me with my athletics.
Okay. So what is your favorite thing about your job?
Oh, my job. I guess there's two parts. The school side with the assistant principal, I have a lot of good interactions with kids. I love working with the students. Sometimes it's not always in the most favorable conditions, but we try to fix the mistakes we make and we move forward. The athletic side, I've always been around athletics. I've coached many different things, played several. Just enjoy being around athletics, so it's always a good time too.
Okay. And my question is for you, what is your rowdiest lunch group that you have?
Rowdiest lunch group. I think all three are just super calm and quiet. We have pretty quiet lunches every day, so I'm.
Is that before or after you yell at us?
Oh, that's true. Yes. We never yell. It's always, what do we say to start our lunches?
Respect, effort, and determination.
There we go. There we go. So that's how we are. All three do a pretty good job. Some days are better than others, but we do what we can.
What college did you go to?
I went to St. Joseph's College. I did my undergraduate study there and then attended IPFW for my master's.
Okay. What is your favorite thing to do outside of school?
Outside of school, I have 4 children, and so I enjoy spending a lot of time with my wife and children. If I'm not with them, I'd much rather be fishing then, so love to go fishing.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thanks for your time, and
Thank
back
you.
to you guys.
Thank you for that interview, Colin. Now to sports with Carly.
My first report will include the 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams. Volleyball had a great season. All the volleyball players worked hard together to become a better team and better individuals. They strived to make our volleyball program better than it was before. The beginning of the season might have been a little rough, but they pulled through in the end, with 8th grade coming in second in the tournament, the 7th grade losing in the semifinals. 8th grade won 11 games while only losing 5 out of the season, and 7th grade won 8 and losing only 6. The 8th grade team will sadly not be joining us here at Crestview next year, but they will be moving on to the high school and improving their volleyball futures. But we will be able to watch the 7th grade team improve next year. Good job to all of the volleyball players out there. In my next report, I will be sharing the season results for both football teams. This football season was very hard, but we fought through it, finishing 3rd to 4 overall, but 3 to 3 in conference. All of our losses were by just a few points. We had played with our hearts out in most of the games. Throughout the season, the team has changed a lot. For example, Brock Krummenacher had to play offensive line, and Colin Jolis stepping in as quarterback, as Spencer and Micah both missing 2 games due to injuries. Also, Logan Levy getting hurt and not getting to play the rest of the season. We thank the 8th grade team for working really hard this year. The 7th grade team started out with a season of 0-3, but we had to forfeit the rest of the season because they did not have enough players. A few of the 7th grade players stayed on and practiced with the 8th grade team to help them improve. What a way to show the true meaning of Cougar spirit. Our last report includes the boys and girls cross-country team. Our cross-country team worked really hard this year and did a great job, and we thank you runners for participating in this fall sport. Boys placed 8 out of 10 teams, and girls placed 7 out of 10 teams, with Ella Colcluster earning an 8th place award. By the last meet of the season, 18 out of the 34 runners competing peaked to shatter their best times of the season. We would like to give a big thanks to Coach Mrs. Hoffman. You did a great job coaching your team this year. Thank you for watching your sports report of CTV. This was your season recap, and thank you to all athletes who participated in fall sports. We will now be reporting winter sports.
Now to a special interview with 8th grader Matt Farrow. Matthew is an 8th grader who was invited to play in the high school band. He is also a part of our school band and jazz band. In his free time, he likes to play video games and spend time with his family. Bloomington North Marching Band. So Matt, when you decided to do the high school band, what were your initial thoughts?
Well, this would be the only year that I'd be in a band with two of my sisters, and it seemed like a fun idea.
So, can you tell us what instrument you play and exactly what you have to do?
Well, this is a trombone, and this is a spit valve. It's where all your spit collects. And this is a tuning slide. Make your instrument sound different. This is basically just a big tuning slide. That's what a trombone is. And there's 3 pieces. Mouthpiece, and bell and the slide.
So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how difficult would you say marching band really is?
Probably about a 6. It seems like it would be a lot harder to repeat things over and over, so it gets easier.
So, I know the other day you were talking to me about your sets. So exactly how many sets do you really have?
In this show, we have 83 sets, and some are like a number A, so there's technically more than 83.
So, for this weather, sometimes it's really, really hot or it's really, really cold. How do you deal with it in such heavy uniforms?
Well, we usually like it when it's colder because these can get pretty hot, and some competitions, if it gets way too hot, we can take our jackets off. And
So, I know my friends were telling me, yeah, wearing these hats are really difficult because the wind gets caught. Does that really happen?
yes, with the new plumes, they catch a lot more wind, so it makes our heads bob a little bit more.
Thank you, Matt.
This is something only a trombone can do.
Thank you for that special interview, Julia. But guess what? Now you get to witness our vines.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Confessions of a Laughing Freak.
Excuse me. What is that? This is the Vine session, sweetie. Did you get hit on the head?
No. Matthew has a jokester session, so we needed a name.
May I ask how we came up with this? Because it has nothing to do with vines.
The internet?
You generated it, didn't you?
Maybe.
All right, that's fair. All right.
Anyways, next week is Halloween.
I don't know her.
What?
I don't know who Halloween is. I only know Halloween.
Excuse me?
Halloween, you know, holographic stuff. Yeen. It works. Memes, guys.
They just want to watch the vines.
We have found a variety of spoopy vines for y'all to watch, and we hope you enjoy.
Run.
Mom, I think there's a ghost in my room. Sweetie, there's nothing in your room.
So I'm not in now? Oh my god! Oh my god!
Dude, check out this SpongeBob umbrella I just got.
Dude, that's bad luck. Don't
Chill out, bro.
Who summoned me?
Don't be scared this Halloween, because I'll be right there watching.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Weren't those wonderful?
Yes, they were. Now we have to go, but don't you worry, we're the anchors again.
I think they know that.
Now, excuse me, I am late for class. Okay.
Sad, dude. Those vines are pretty lit. Okay, we're dumb. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode. Have a happy Halloween, and if you're going to the Halloween dance, please have fun.
Keep it classy, Cougars.
Yeet.